It's live now. I've got no idea what else I can do.
Where's that feed at the side where they can put questions in? Hi, Charlie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. Welcome, everybody, and welcome to our first Go Green webinar. Why are we going to concentrate on the colour of green when we actually have lots of different colours through the compensation plan? Well, although most people who want to build a business, their aim is to go black, it all really embarks on a starting and building around the green. So once we achieve green, which is an elite status, we only then can move further up the career plan by promoting more greens. So our first aim, also to get extra commission on our personal sales, extra commission on our team and also on our generations, the whole plan is actually built around the green. And this is why we wanted each and every week to have a discussion and training around achieving the green. So what is an elite green presenter? Well, first of all, what we need to remember is that you need to pass through yellow. Now, yellow, we are thinking, is £800 in retail sales. Now, when you've done that, you are eligible to pick up business and override commissions on the people that you introduce. So when you've gone past the yellow, you then move on through pink and blue, which I'll come back to on another occasion, but then you can go through green. But it's really important that first of all, you've achieved the yellow status on your retail sales. You also, in each qualifying month to get paid as green, must do a minimum of £400 retail sales yourself, have 3 active presenters, which means 125 points, and company sales of 10,000 points, of which 2,000 would be in your circle. And that is what a green presenter is. Now, what that means is that no matter how many pinks and blues, yellows and whites that you have underneath, they all will count towards your 10,000. But 2,000 of it must be people that you've personally introduced. After we finish the webinar tonight, I'll stay online for questions and also be on Facebook if you want to go through anything afterwards. So the great thing about when you achieve yellow, which really needs to be the aim for all of us, certainly in November, is that you will achieve your 25% commission on your personal retailing, and you'll never return to 20% after that. Although on each level of the plan, whatever it is that you achieve in the month, you get paid at that status, but it isn't so on the white and yellow. Once you've actually achieved the yellow position, you'd actually then remain on the 25%. However, of course, when you get to green, that actually moves to 30%, which is another great reason for moving on. So I hope that you can see by now that really it's going to be worth everybody going and being in the green team. So the benefits of being a green presenter is that it is an elite status. You're on the rise to your 30%, a rise on the people that you've introduced into your business of 5%, the ability to earn on your generations promoted, and of course an invite to the elite retreat over in Utah. This would be a very special invite because there's only 25 people that go at any one time. You obviously get to meet the founders of the company, have a look round head office and have some special training. So for that alone, it's worth going on and meeting the people from around the world who also achieved that green elite status. By duplicating the green process, you then move up through the higher ranks. What I just want to talk to you about now for a minute is actually having a really fun challenge. And I don't want anybody who's on the call tonight to worry about aiming at something and then maybe not achieving it or just falling short, because we're just doing this for absolute fun because of the amount of work that Charlie certainly has put in over the last 6 months, and lots of you have built over a period of time, waiting for November the 1st till you can start actually drawing back on all the efforts that you've made. So we thought it would be really great fun to actually have a go at achieving green in 1 month. So it's all going to be the benefit that, let's say 4 of you who are in Charlie's front line, who all achieve green in November, she could even be in line for that £10,000 cash, $10,000, sorry. And we did have a little fun challenge that maybe both of us would do it together and go black on black and create a new world first, and just think of the PR that we could get then around the world for being a black on black achiever. So that would mean we would each be looking for 4 green elites each, all to promote in November, to be absolutely exhausted on the 1st of December. But what fantastic fun we would have had along the way, and look where our business would then be. Anybody who feels that that would be too much for them and they want to take it at a steadier pace, always remember that that is your choice. This is your business for you to love and enjoy, and not to feel that you're doing it for anybody else other than what would be beneficial to you. But we did think it would be a fun challenge to do. The reason we believe it can be done is that it's the first month in business, so the pre-orders that we have will be large. Some of you have got massive amounts of pre-orders already. It also is the best month for makeup sales in the whole year. And I don't want you to think that once November is over, that you won't then have any other great months for another year. Obviously, that won't be the case, because we will then continue growing. And I would expect that in February or March, we'll actually exceed the sales that we do in November, because we'll have a far bigger business at that time. We could decide to actually overachieve the yellow and actually go for fast start in a month. Now, as you know, fast start is a 3-month promotion. You have 90 days from the 1st of November to do 2,000 points. I'm estimating at this moment that because we are on an exchange rate, that could be £1,600 in retail sales. And I'm sure that many of you can do that yourself in November. And by doing so, you would have achieved fast start in a month rather than 90 days. And also you would get £160 then in Y cash to spend, extra things for your kit, things for your Christmas, whatever you like. And of course, that's going to count to your company wholesale for you to achieve your green. So we've got pre-orders, the best month of the year, fast start. And when I've looked at all the analysis of people who've actually achieved green before, they've done so with an average of 13 recruits, and they've worked 10 hours a week. Now, I know that many of you at the moment are working 10 hours a day, if not more, let alone 10 hours a week, which is another reason that we think that we would be able to do this with the momentum that you've already started to create. When you move on to that momentum and keep generating that towards the end of the year, whilst I'm sure that we all will need a rest over the Christmas period, we have the very best recruitment month of the year ahead of us in January, but you'll already have that momentum in place, ready to start your new year off in fine style. So they would be the really great reasons to have a go at that. And it would be fantastic to let us know who would like the extra support and look at the extra training that might be needed to see who would like to give this a serious go in November. It also means when you take a look, because of the way that we're paid on the compensation plan, you may think, crikey, where am I going to find 13 people? Well, remember that if you work a general network marketing matrix, you're working on you bringing in 5 people and them doing the same. So teaching them to do what you've just done, if you bring in 5 and they bring in 5 each, that would actually give you 25 people. Or 30 if you count your original 5. So already you've got more than double what you can take on average to achieve green. So it's all about the duplication process of teaching people to do what you've just done. So how are we going to do that? Well, it's a win-win situation for us all, because if we all really aim at green, and even should we just fall short, we're still going to end up far greater down the line than we would have done if we don't give it a go. So one of the reasons that Charlie's been so amazing in the last few months is that she's an avid believer in attraction marketing. So I'm going to pass over to Charlie now to let us know how she's getting such fantastic results. I'll pass to you, Charlie.
Okay, so attraction marketing, it's about creating value to people, and eventually that will pay off. So you form a connection with people, that's a friendship, or to help solve a problem, or give them valuable advice. And so this will make people naturally drawn to you. So it's about getting people drawn to you before you actually think of anything in business. So before you think about selling to someone, try and get them drawn to you as a person, and then you offer them the products at a later a later stage.
How's that work for you, Charlie, then, when you've actually got that as the theory behind it? How have you put that into practice?
Yeah, I find it's really good. I've been putting up Facebook posts and things, and just keeping everything really positive. Okay, so where do you start with attraction marketing? Your Facebook profile gives everyone that first impression of you. So keep it personal, keep your photo as your profile picture. So you have your own picture and not like a business profile or anything. Put a nice picture or a positive quote as your cover photo. To get a party booking, for instance, if you first hand someone a tester and you compliment them, and then you ask them would they like to host a makeup party, they're more likely to say yes because you've given them something. So they kind of receive the gift, think, oh, she's so lovely, and then you ask them, would you like to host a makeup party? And the first thing they're really going to say is, yes, of course, because they've seen you as being such a nice person. When someone inquires about joining, let them know what you have to offer. What do you specialise in? If it's makeup, if it's business, online sales, offer your services in return for them joining your team.
Build a contact list.
I'm just trying to see what I'm up to. Yep. So you can build a contact list by doing a prize giveaway, because not everyone's going to want to give you their email address or their phone number. So if you do like a prize giveaway and enter them into a draw, but for them to be entered into the draw, that they have to give you their email address and phone number, then you can build a contact list from that.
Prove your worth with positive vibes.
Okay, so if you tell someone that the business is life-changing, you have to prove how it's changed your life. Now, it doesn't have to be something really big. You don't have to be earning loads and loads of money to prove that it's changed your life. It could be something quite small, like you've gained confidence, or you've learned a new skill, or you've met new friends. It could be that you've bought a top that you've wanted for ages, but not been able to afford it, or that you've booked a holiday. But make sure you back it up on your Facebook profile, because if you can be telling someone, oh, this is going to change your life, and then the next thing you put a status on saying, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed, I hate my life. It's not really backing up what you're telling them. So all the time, whatever you're telling someone over a private message, make sure that you keep that backed up with your Facebook profile, so that when they look on your Facebook profile, they can see, well, yeah, actually, this has changed her life. She's not lying to me.
Find their reason why.
So now that you've become a person of value, you now need to identify what people need. Is there a reason that they need the mascara? Are they getting married or going on holiday? Are they asking about the BB cream because they have problems with their skin? Is there something you could offer to help that? So find out their why. What's their reason? Because from finding out their reason, you could either help them with another product, you could help them with advice. You know, if they haven't got any money and they're saving up to go on holiday, you could always offer them the chance to become a presenter and to make some extra money for the holiday. Also, if they're unhappy in their current job, if they want to try and save up some money for a good Christmas, or if they just want to make new friends. It's all these little things where you can relate to people and offer them a solution to the problems.
Then you've actually got the where you've written over a Facebook thing where you've put amazing.
Yeah, so this slide, I put this together because Natasha, she's really good at her attraction marketing and her posts. So I thought, as like a little thing to put on for people, the way that you write a Facebook post, it's not like you come across really salesy with it. You can just be telling people that you're so excited and that your business is absolutely flying, and you know, you're going to Chicago next year, like she's put there. It's all these little things on the profile that backs up, you know, that you are being successful, and people are drawn to successful people. So the more that you can show people that you're being so successful and you're doing everything you've wanted, or you've got things coming up that you can go to with Unique, it's all these added little things that kind of plant seeds with them.
And then give them an offer they can't refuse.
Okay, so you found out their why, and you found out their reasons why they want to join or why they want, you know, the makeup or anything. An offer that I really think that it's hard to refuse. To register as a presenter with Unique, it's just £79. For £79, you get a kit of makeup and skincare worth £150. That includes the amazing 3D Fibre Lash Mascara, which everyone wants, and also the eye serum, which is also, I think it's going to be set to be a top seller. On top of all that, not only do you get the products, you also get a website and an online office. The best part of all, which I think is really good with it, there's no pressure, there's no minimum sales, nothing else to pay. You don't have to pay website fees, or you don't have to, you know, buy into the company at a later date. That is it. That's £79, and it's kind of win-win. If they don't do well and they decide to pack it all in, they still got £150 worth of makeup for £79. You know, you can't really go wrong with it.
Okay, and whilst you're on, Charlie, I don't think Danielle's able to join us. She hasn't been well, has she? She's going to talk to us a bit about Instagram. And I know that you've had a lot of success with Instagram today. Do you want to just say a couple of words about that as well? And we'll bring Danielle on perhaps next week.
Yeah, well, I'm not really I'm not really the good one with Instagram, but I did set up an account about 3 days ago, and I followed the Instagram training that Danielle put up with all the hashtags and things.
We can post that, can't we, as well again?
Yeah, that's really good. Just to help get you started and start getting, you know, followers and things. But I set up an Instagram account, and I've been making the little, you know, like the little pictures with the words and the sayings and the quotes and things. And I've been doing them myself, so they look kind of fresh, so no one's seen them before. And I've been posting them with all the hashtags, and it's really taken off. I've got about 350 followers in 3 days, which I think's quite good. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. But I'm not the one that's clued up on all that. Danielle's.
No, well, we'll pin Danielle's training up again for people who haven't seen it, and then we'll ask her to do a practical session for us when she's feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, and then next week, I thought Sam and I and Michelle actually are going to see Big Al on Monday, who has written books on network marketing. So we thought we'd pass all his tips on to you next week, and also take a look at making sure you're getting the most out of a Facebook presence. Should you have any other ideas that you think would be a bigger priority, perhaps you could let Charlie or I know in the course of the week, and we'll make sure that we have different topics each week. So, in summary, we just need to know what you want. Are you going to have a go at going for green in November? Don't wait for the right time, because there'll never be one. We just need to do it. Just as when you're setting off anywhere, you wouldn't wait for all the lights to be on green before you actually set off. So our aim is green. We're going to set off right now. Success is just the mindset. So we're expecting to be successful, and know that you're never going to be alone. It's all really about time. Every day we have 86,400 seconds. We have no overdraft, and we can't carry anything forward. We have to start each day anew. So there's no going back. If you want to know the value of a minute, ask somebody who's just missed a train. If you want to know the value of a second, ask an athlete who came second at the Olympics and won a silver. If you want to know the value of a lifetime, ask someone who's wasted it and done nothing with it. That won't be us, of course, because we are moving on and our future starts today. And let's start by going green. Thank you for joining us this evening. Please ask all your questions, be it online, and we'll look forward to seeing you again at the same time next week for more Go Green training. Thanks, Charlie.
Thank you.